Hi guys and girls, welcome to the segment of can you build muscle and lose fat at the same time? Um, in this segment I'm pretty much just going to break down the science behind it almost, just basically, and as simple as I'll make it as quick as possible you guys with little confusion. I get asked this question a lot, if you can build muscle and lose fat at the same time. And you know, it's not a bad question, it's actually a good question. And a lot of people say you can't because in order to build muscle, you need to be in a calorie surplus. In order to lose fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit. But you can do both of them at once, guys, and I'm here to tell you how it can be done. So let's go on to the topic of calorie surplus versus calorie deficit, and which one should you be in. I want to make sure I get this right for you guys. So there's lots of if, buts, and maybes out there, and the fact is, it is possible to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. Not everyone can do it, and not everyone can do it to the same degree due to different metabolisms and people's bodies reacting different ways to different stimuli, etc. But here's how you go about doing it. So the first most important step is to put yourself in a calorie deficit. You need to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat and build muscle. You need to be in a calorie deficit, guys. And that's just from cutting your calories down from what your normally calorie intake is for maintaining weight. Like I said in your like I've mentioned in the how to lose fat segment of this course. So you just need to cut the amount of calories down that you're taking in. You guys will remember this graph here. So in order to lose weight, you need to be burning more calories than you're putting into your body, and therefore you'll lose weight. But in terms of building muscle as well, people say you can't build muscle like this. Well, actually, you can build muscle like this. Obviously, not to a significant amount as much as you can as being in a calorie surplus, but you can build muscle in this. You can build lean muscle by being in a calorie deficit. Um, there are lots of different ways to achieve that, but the main point is when you're in a calorie deficit and your body's looking for fuel to build new more lean muscle, it looks for a second source of energy, and that energy will come in the form of fat, what your body's naturally already got. So once it's realised it's run out of the calories you're giving to it, you're starving it of the calories it normally needs to maintain weight. It will then start digging into its second source, which is digging for that extra fat that you've got around your body, whether that, all over your body, wherever fat is stored. Um, and then it will use that energy from burning that fat to help create building new muscle. As long as obviously you've got to be combining this with training. When you're providing your body with less energy, your body finds it harder, to move blood, pump it around all over the body and break down and synthesize new muscle protein, along with all other stuff involving you keeping you alive, the body's functions. But when you're in a calorie deficit, there is the gap between the amount of fuel your body needs and the amount it gets from the food, because you're depriving it of that almost, because you want to lose the extra pounds of fat. So it starts looking for something to fill in that gap, and in most cases that something will be a large pool of chemical energy, like aka fat, stored in your body. The answer to the question overall is yes, you can. You can build muscle and lose fat at the same time, guys. Um, it is a difficult procedure, and it's not easy to be done. I'm not saying it's easy by any means, but it is possible, guys, and it's been proven in many studies, like from universities and scientists. It can be done. You can lose fat and build muscle at the same time if you want to. Um, it does have different effects depending on if you're a beginner, for example, in looking into the fitness industry. Beginners tend to they build muscle a lot quicker than people who've been going to the gym for years. They find it hard to build muscle. So it does vary for different people, but that only comes with experience and how long you've been doing it. But regardless of however long you've been working out or been dieting for, it is possible, guys.